Hello and welcome to this Dune Expanded Universe video. One of the most exciting things about being a Dune fan today are the different products coming out which expand the Dune universe. There are products which are a must-have. Now let's get straight into this Dune Expanded Universe video. The first thing we'll be looking at is the Dune Adventures in the Imperium role-playing game. This is the Atreides Collector's Edition. It's a hardback book featuring a Fawkes leather covering, I believe. What I love about this collector's edition is the design on the cover, and it's gilded beautifully in gold foil. It features the hawk sigil of House Atreides, but it's also surrounded by Fremen design, the same types of Fremen designs we see in the Harken keep on the doors. And I absolutely love that detail. It's such a beautiful synergy of House Atreides and the Fremen. And it almost implies the partnership between them that's going to occur in the future. So of the collector's editions, I think this is one of my favourites. There are two other options though, for fans of the Dune universe. You have the Harken Collector's Edition, and you have the Corino Collector's Edition. The Harkonnen edition features the House Sigil of House Harkonnen, and the Corino core book features the sigil of House Corino, a golden lion. They are all beautiful collector's editions to own. These designs are on the front and the back. The Dune Adventures in the Imperium game comes from Legendary and Modifius Entertainment. It's dedicated to Frank Herbert, author and creator of the Dune universe, and it's just a very nice sentimental touch. It feels like a lot of care has gone into making this product, and this is what the game aims to achieve. It's a role-playing game that takes you into a far future beyond anything you've imagined, where fear is the mind killer. The Dune Adventures in the Imperium Atreides Collector's Edition core rulebook contains everything you need to create your own stories of intrigue and adventure on the sands of Arrakis as agents of a powerful noble house. So it gives you the opportunity to expand the Dune universe and make it your own in a way. It also gives a brand new version of the 2D20 system adapted specifically for the Dune universe, including rules for creating a noble house of your own and systems for architect play, where you become the puppet masters, moving agents to your designs to serve your house. And you get an exclusive look at the Imperium, its society, factions, history, technology, culture, faith. It also offers guidelines and more. There are also loads of other great supplementary material you can get for this game, such as a map of Arrakis, dice and more. The game features so many interesting and important things for the Dune universe. Even if you don't wish to play the game itself, it's a great book to keep as a collector, because it breaks down the Dune universe so beautifully with imagery and information that helps you navigate the Dune universe. So in my opinion, this is an absolute must-have. It features absolutely stunning artwork by very talented artists who created fantastic pieces based on the Dune universe. Some of these artists got to see concept art and imagery of Denis Villeneuve's Dune so that they could base this core rulebook off of the movie itself. There are some notable artists featured in this core rulebook. We have Eren Arik, who designed some of the scenes, such as the Fremen marketplace and the abandoned laboratory. He also designed an incredible scene of House Corino, where someone is brought before the Lion Throne, where Emperor Shaddam IV sits, which unfortunately didn't make it into the book, perhaps because it's a scene we will see in Dune Part 2. We have Ahmed Awan, who created several scenes for the book, such as an Atreides captured by the Fremen, a Suk doctor inspecting a patient, an assassin escaping the scene, the Fremen attacking Harkonnen troops, which is a great piece, and more. We have Ramazan Kazliev, who designed the Sandworm invasion, the Bene Gesserit ceremony, and their arrival before House Atreides, a shield practice scene, and one of my favourites from the whole book, a Balisette player in the streets of Arrakeen as the denizens of Dune walk by. It just captures the beautiful atmosphere of Arrakeen. You can almost hear the murmurs, the water criers, the footsteps, the smells, the spice, and the little strumming of the Balisette player. What's interesting is that this Balisette is based on the same Balisette that Josh Brolin plays as Gurney Halleck in Denis Villeneuve's Dune movie, which was unfortunately cut from the film. So this design actually revealed the Balisette way before the art and soul of Dune, or the movie itself. It also features art by Amir Zand, who created the beautifully atmospheric imagery of Arrakeen being destroyed by the Harkonnen ships. of a balcony scene overlooking Harken at night with the beautiful moons of Arrakis and the starry night sky. He also designed the Fremen outside the shield wall, and more. There's also Carmen Cornet's work, featuring the character designs based on each faction, the Mentats, the Bene Gesserit, the Sardaukar, the Suk Doctors, and more. Truly beautiful work. There are so many artists to talk about, we'd be here all day, but one thing I must congratulate the Dune Adventures in the Imperium game for is its inclusion of artists from all walks of life, especially Middle Eastern and Asian artists. I feel that this is something the Dune movie itself didn't really go for, so I really must congratulate Modiphius for finding these artists, these very talented artists, and giving them the creative freedom to explore the Dune universe with their eyes and their experience and their culture. It makes this book even more desirable and precious. The great thing about Dune Adventures in the Imperium is how it breaks down the Dune universe. It tells you how to play the game, and then it also goes into the history of humanity, and it provides a timeline of human history. So it breaks down everything that happened in Dune history, covering all the books in the Dune universe, starting from the beginning of the Space Age, right up until the year 10191 AG. It breaks down everything that happened, starting from the Butlerian Jihad, right up until the Age of the Enemy, which ends with the final book, Sandworms of Dune. And it breaks down where each novel fits into which era. And the book breaks down every facet of the Dune universe, so nothing is left untouched. It beautifully breaks down each faction and each group, like the Bene Gesserit, the Mentats, the Suk Doctors, etc. And it gives you some examples of new characters. For example, Fremen elders like Akrab, Tefik, Silandra, Fremen warriors like Farah, Nasir, Estes, smugglers like Teris Khorani, Mei Li Ling, Abdul Majid Haki, and so many more characters. And these are characters that we could see emerge in the future in some kind of new storytelling, whether it be comics or new novels, which is very exciting because it expands the Dune universe and creates new characters to explore. There's a lot of potential here for new storytelling in the Dune universe, similarly to what we saw in the Star Wars franchise when they developed canon through comics and novels. So Dune Adventures in the Imperium is an absolute must-have for any Dune fan. Get yours while you can. It's lots of fun. Create your own characters, create your own houses, and let the games begin. If you'd like to get your hands on the Dune Adventures in the Imperium game, follow the links in the description below. There are also limited editions of the Dune Adventures in the Imperium game, which are limited in stock, so get them while you can. A huge thank you to Modiphius for sending these in. Check out some of my other Dune reviews or some of my other Dune videos here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you soon.